Legal awareness programs will be conducted to spread the availability of free legal aid to eligible citizens. Labor and Skills Department. My government is committed to safeguard the interest of labor, including interstate labor. As of December 21, 30 lakh and 176 members were registered in the e-Shram portal developed by the Ministry of Labor and Employment for the National Database of Unorganized Workers and Laborers. During the second phase of COVID-19, government allotted 213.32 crore rupees to registered members of various welfare fund boards, plantation labor and closed plantation labor. 5 lakh interstate migrant workers have been registered as on date in the health insurance scheme for ISM workers. Awas. Government have defined certain standards for residence for migrant workers. Kerala Atithi application and guest workers friendly residence in Kerala is a digital application for collecting the details and providing health care and other facilities for the migrant workers in Kerala. Different schemes were introduced for the welfare of unorganized sector workers. An amount of 58 crores has been provided for maternity allowances to workers in the unorganized sector. In the studio apartment project, the aim is for providing good quality, decent and safe accommodation in the form of a studio apartment for single and married working women in Kerala. Samanvaya is the training initiated by the Department of National Employment Services in 2021 financial year with the objective of comprehensive promotion of SC/ST candidates. The Samanvaya scheme also envisages for providing employment-oriented training to youth belonging to tribal communities and residing in remote areas. Grading system for shops and commercial establishments. Todil Shrestha Award for evaluating establishments and personal accident death assurance scheme for employees in unorganized sector will be implemented. A virtual employment exchange online portal for NRI NRK is proposed to be started in financial year 22-23. Information technology. State data center capacity will be upgraded to address the demand for increased digitization of governance. Hybrid cloud and containerization technologies will be implemented at the earliest in SDCs. The Kerala University of Digital Sciences and Technology is planning to set up a hybrid data center in the campus, which is a dedicated cloud data center. The Rao Sugma portal has been implemented successfully in the state in order to ensure a smooth online submission of applications for road cutting and utility shifting. Kerala IT parks, techno parks, info parks, and cyber parks are generating over 1.1 lakhs direct employment through 950 plus companies. building of additional space to the tune of 7.68 lakh square feet is being tied up for realization in the coming year. The construction of the first phase of TCS Aerospace Hub project at Technocity, Thiruvananthapuram, is to commence in the first quarter of 2022 and will get completed by mid-2024. KSITIL, in consultation with KSITM, proposes to implement predictive governance in Kerala by creating a state family database and a blockchain backbone that will enable citizens to receive their statutory documents in their digital vault without them ever having to apply for these documents or ever having to visit a government office. This will take e-governance in Kerala to the next level. The digital university will host state-of-the-art facilities for sensor manufacturing, intelligent sensor system hardware, and artificial intelligence software development, and comprehensive compliance testing to provide business and mentorship support to startup companies. Digital University plans to set up a center of excellence in the area of artificial intelligence to establish national, international collaborations in industry and academia for building capacity in responsible artificial intelligence technologies, applications, and policy frameworks. Phase 1 of the K-Phone project, which was approved for an estimated cost of 1548.08 crore, is ready for rollout. Tourism. The adverse impact of COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the highest negative growth ever recorded in the history of Kerala. Tourism. Tourism needs to bounce back strongly with innovative strategies. As a result of the joint effort of Tourism Department and the stakeholders of the industry, the domestic tourism sector showed signs of fast recovery from April 2021 itself, resulting in an altogether growth of about 14% during the first 19 months of 2021 in the domestic tourism sector when compared to 2020. The Project Destination Challenge has been approved by my government for developing local areas with potential as tourism destinations in collaboration with local self-governments. Responsible tourism will be given support for its new initiatives. To support the employees and employers of tourism industry, my government has sanctioned a revolving fund. The Chief Minister's COVID Relief Supporting Scheme for tourism entrepreneurs will also be continued during 22-23. Carva tourism, which includes modified vehicles as well as parks for safe camping of tourists to enjoy a specific destination, will be implemented shortly. Backward Classes Development Department. Important programs proposed include subsidy for loans through Awakening, rehabilitation support of street vendors and retailers, Ayya Vekunda Traditional Employment Innovation Center, and the Renaissance Scholarship for Girls. The Navodana Scholarship Scheme can be implemented for OBC girls who are studying in medical and allied courses who have lost a parent or both and the annual family income does not exceed 2.5 lakh rupees. Mr. Speaker, if you permit now, can I go to the last part of the address? My government aims, this is land revenue, my government aims to complete the digital resurvey project in 4 years with the aim of providing a clear and authentic record of right for all landowners, for which an amount of 339.4838 crores has been set apart in the first phase under the Rebuild Kerala initiative. My government intends to issue pattayams to all the deserving landless people in the state. The unique Thandapar system will be implemented in the state of Kerala, which will provide a unique identification number for all the landholders holding lands in different parts of the state under multiple survey numbers and Thandapar numbers. My government shall address all the pending land issues on mission mode. My government will continue to work and take a new leap to transform the ambience of offices like village offices, taluk offices, and civil stations to promote a new work culture of transparency, efficiency, and citizen friendliness. These steps will be taken to strictly enforce the Kerala Conservation of Paddy Land and Wetland Act 2008 to protect the paddy fields in the state. The government will take strong legal action against the encroachers by intensifying measures to reclaim illegally held government land. It is intended to develop the Institute of Land and Disaster Management as a center for excellence, for which a new endeavor called Revenue Information Bureau will be launched. District survey reports will be prepared for 10 districts in the state for the first time to ensure sustainable removal of sand resources from rivers without harming the environment. Sports and youth. My government will ensure new sports culture by implementing multi-purpose district sports complexes, encourage cycling, strengthening play for health scheme, establishing residential sports schools. Sports Kerala Elite Residential Football Academies were inaugurated at G.V. Raja Sports School, Thiruvananthapuram, and Kannur Sports School for girls. A free legal guidance system to the youth with a toll-free number is intended to be implemented. Awareness campaigns against dowry, drug use, and such social evils at district level are also being planned. Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Bureau has initiated several innovative measures in support of government policy of zero tolerance to corruption. During 2021, the Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Bureau has completed the digitization of administration, opened new office buildings at Idiki, Palakkad, and Kannur districts, and established the cyber cell at the Vigilance headquarters. The federal polity requires the union and state governments to work together harmoniously to do justice to the people. In these difficult times, it behoves us to imbibe the principles of cooperative federalism and find areas of synergy and resolution. No state deserves to survive which does not put the well-being of all its citizens first. In order to do so, the state has to be consciously inclusive, particularly of people who are not in the mainstream, marginalized communities, minorities, genders, people with special needs and disabilities. These are lessons that COVID teaches us. It teaches us that the well-being of one person is the well-being of us all. It teaches us that to survive uncertain and volatile times, we need to work together. We need to work for everyone. The global scenario has also been impacted by this disruptive experience. Challenging times bring out the best in us by way of innovation and the spirit to persevere and overcome. The future is one of responsive, inclusive governance, and the state of Kerala that has developed many a model towards this end will continue to be a trailblazer and inspiration to the country and the world. The Nav Keralam Karma Paddhati takes inspiration from these ideals and will have a significant impact in taking the achievements of the state in education, health, sanitation, and natural resource management to new heights. In conclusion, I would once again like to highlight the focus of my government in reviving the economy of the state through enhanced employment opportunities and improved production, in bringing in citizen-centric and efficiency-driven digital governance, in taking strong strides towards a knowledge economy, particularly in cutting-edge disciplines, and in continuing to persevere to meet the sustainable development goals for a vibrant and resilient Kerala. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद.